Howdy, folks. My name is Blake, and we're going to talk about some eBay sales today. For those of you who don't know, I am a full-time, not having a job kind of guy, where the way I make my money is by YouTube stuff, Amazon, eBay. I do some consulting, I do some consignment. It really all does kind of swirl around. And actually, I kind of have a big announcement. This is the first week that I've ever made more than $1,000 profit on eBay, or at least not including like weeks where I auction off a bunch of stuff that's just like liquidation that I have from a big buyout. So that's good. Most of my income comes from Amazon. For those of you who have watched the series, you know I sell a lot of used stuff, DVDs, video games, books, electronics on Amazon, toys as well. And I'm slowly building up my eBay store, and we had a pretty big week, so I want to share some of the sales with you so you can know what to look out for when you're out sourcing at garage sales or thrift stores or wherever you are buying someone else's stuff to resell on eBay. That's my store right there, Making Deals 99. We're going to go over what I bought, and I'll just do a quick explanation of why I bought it, some things you might want to know about it, and then at the end of the video, we're going to see what is definitely my biggest sale on eBay ever. So the first thing is Wildwood Wisdom, Ellsworth Jaeger hardcover with dust jacket, the 14th printing. Right there is the book. You can see a little damage to it. Anytime, I always say this, if it has any kind of like a hobby application or a vocational application and it's old and it looks cool, it's probably worth buying. This one I had listed at 35 bucks plus shipping, and I ran a 25% off discount on all of my books to try and get some more sales going, and it definitely did work. I'm only paying about 50 cents for all of the books, so I can be very generous with my discounts. The next thing is a sterling silver Gucci bead right there. It weighs just under an ounce, 26 grams. I bought this in an estate sale buyout a long time ago. Had it listed at $130. Went a 30% off deal on all my jewelry. That was over $20, I think. A lot of that more expensive jewelry. There's a lot of margin in there. And it finally did sell. It's been listed for a year, basically. April 6th, 2021. But I bought it long before that. I had it listed on Mercari for a while. I had it listed everywhere, and it just wasn't selling. Finally, it did. Sold for $90.97 plus $4.95 shipping, and that's going to a buyer in Kentucky. I was kind of a bit worried it might be a scam. They had low feedback. I shipped it with insurance. If they say it's not as described, I could be screwed over. When jewelry gets over like 40 or 50 bucks, I worry about fraud. I have not had an instance of fraud yet on jewelry, but it is the kind of thing that I worry about. If you worry about it, probably just know your fears are a bit over-exaggerated. There is fraud. That is a big problem on eBay. But in this case, I'm not really that worried. Band of Brothers Steel Case Blu-ray 6-disc set UK. So a buyer with one feedback bought this. Whoops, I didn't take away their name. Well, it's okay. New, but someone spilled Coke on it, so it has residue on the packaging. I really worry that this is going to be returned for two reasons. One, it's dirty. Two, it's the UK version. Right there you can see. Sometimes that could be Canadian, but I'm pretty sure that's UK because it looks like that's Celtic on the bottom of it. I don't know. I could be wrong. And the person who bought this does not live in the UK. They live in Maryland. So them being a new account, probably I should have messaged them and been like, hey, you know what you're buying, right? Here's a brand to look out for. Vintage Big Mac JCPenney flannel button-up, large, tall. Really cool 70s colors and design. Kind of a big collar. Whenever I sell an old shirt, what I'm doing is always putting the measurements in the listing. You can't really tell with these pictures, but I do have photos of where the tape measure ends just for my own listing ability. And this sold, I took a best offer on this for 60 bucks. So it sold for 60 bucks plus $9.95 shipping, went to an international buyer in France. Another international buy, sold to a buyer in England. Zero feedback, 0%, kind of worried me, but it went eBay international shipping, so all I had to do was send it to Erlanger, Kentucky. I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's a University of Michigan jersey, sold for full asking price, $94.23. I don't know how I came up with that number. It's been listed since May 24th, 2021, so about a year. Old school, that was Chris Webber's number 4. Fab 5 jersey. I'm in Ann Arbor, so I get a lot of old Michigan stuff. And this one did not disappoint. And as you can see right there, I have the measurements. 21 by 30, so 21 across, 30 down. Kind of a weird, narrow thing. And yeah, I have it right there as well. I'm always going to price super high on this stuff. I was the only person who had one of these for sale. And whenever you control the market like that and you have an in-demand product like a basketball jersey of a really popular program, price high. I just sold this on a best offer. I don't know why this is best offer accepted here and not on this, because I definitely, maybe it's because I sent out an offer on that one. I'm not sure. This was a best offer. Apartments and Dormitories, an architectural record book by the F.W. Dodge Corporation. It's just like images of old apartments and dormitories from the 50s and 60s. 1958, the keywords I used were architectural record book and then mid-century or MCM. Went to a buyer in Pennsylvania. I originally had it listed at $60. I paid 50 cents for it. And so I'm definitely happy with that $30 sale. This is kind of a big book. It's like 18 inches by probably 10 inches, weighed over 3 pounds, and it only costs $5 to ship. I love picking up this brand. Duluth Trading Co. Men's Fire Hose Canvas Presentation. That's how it looks. Anything Duluth Trading Co., like a jacket or pants for that matter, I can always sell. I paid $5 for it, sold for about $60 when you take into account the shipping charge, and it sold, and let's see, I listed it on March 18th, and it sold, I think, a week later on like March 25th. A lot of 6 Orson Scott card books, Sci-Fi, Ender's Game, Shadow, Xenocide. Tor is the publisher on most of these. I paid 50 cents per book, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so $3 total. Had listed originally at $30, but I lowered the price on all these. And it's only going to cost about $4 to ship. Some more awesome sterling silver jewelry. Taxco, that's a brand to look out for. It's like a region in Mexico. It's also, maybe brand isn't the right word, but it's a style. It's a keyword to use if it is Taxco. 2-inch sterling silver, 24-gram wing statement MCM chunky angel wings, an A111. The way I store my jewelry is in like a tackle box, kind of, and I have each of the individual cells numbered. And this was in cell A111. That's how I do my inventory for jewelry. I paid about $15 for this, sold for $58.80. They paid for shipping. An easy sale, but it did take, I guess actually it only took, so this is not correct. I ended the listing and did a sell similar on February 21st, but I've had this listed for like 2 years before that. I went back on a lot of my old listings and I ended them and I changed the keywords and I updated them. I think the keywords I changed here, I put in angel wings. It was just wings before, and I changed to angel wings. I don't know if that's a better keyword to use. In this case, it did work out, but it's kind of, you're always guessing. I've learned that like angel's a good keyword, owl's a good keyword, cats are a good keyword, dolphins are a good keyword, mushrooms are a good keyword, gnome is a good keyword, and then I'm still learning more. Here's a brand kind of like Duluth Trading Co., like outdoorsy gear. Cool men's 40 by 30 black nylon pants with many zipper pockets. There are a lot of zipper pockets here. I know some guys just love zipper pockets. You can put things in there. You can run around in the woods. They're not going to come out. Who wouldn't want that? The buyer asked to cancel after they bought it because they had the address wrong. And like 8 out of 10 times, that means that they're not going to buy it again and they just want to cancel. But in this case, they actually did buy it again. They paid full asking price, $50 plus shipping. Shipped first class mail actually. For pants, I just always do $9.95 shipping because they're going to fit into a padded flat rate mailer, and that's going to cost like $8.20. So I'm always safe on that. So this one, I paid $5 for these pants. I made like $45 after fees and everything. So that's pretty good. Less than that, but I mean a very profitable flip. Next up, another book, Lutheran Worship hardcover book, Missouri Synod 1982, Concordia White Gold. So this book in blue or gray, even though it's personalized, didn't matter. This book in blue and black and gray sells for about $15. I did not see any other white versions. It actually went to a student or a teacher maybe who teaches at Concordia College. There's a bunch of Concordia universities or colleges. I don't remember which it is. There's one in Ann Arbor. There's also a few in Wisconsin. This guy was in Wisconsin, I think, who bought it. Personalized in gold on front cover, Ex Libris stamp on the inside. Always make sure you say that. I would guess that they're just going to use this as a display book on their shelf. It looks very nice. The white is a good touch. It's not real leather. It's like not even bonded leather. I don't know what it is. Fake leather, I guess you're going to call this. I paid 50 cents, and they paid full asking price after the discount, which is about $28, and it cost $3.19 to ship. More J.D. Robb books. I sold that lot of like 18 J.D. Robb audiobooks, used audiobooks I might add, for like $185 on auction a few weeks ago. I bought these at the same time. The audiobook lot I sold, those were MP3 audios. These are just like audio CDs. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, the difference is that these will work in a CD player, and those have to be like unpackaged on your computer. I don't know what the difference in like encoding is, you know, from a technical standpoint. I paid actually only $1 for both of these total. They were only 50 cents a piece. Brand new. I had listed at $50 and then 25% off down to $37.46 plus shipping. I paid $1. Went to a buyer in, can't remember, somewhere close. This is a really cool one. WWF Ultimate Warriors Workout Comic Action Book 91 Rare Variant Illustrated. It's a variant because there were two covers, and this was the far less common cover. Someone bought this for $1 back in the, I don't know, mid-90s probably. It took me a long time to sell. I had it listed on here since September 22, 2021, but I had it on Mercari for like a year and a half before that. I did not take that price. I sent out offers, and it sold for $30 plus shipping, and it went to an international buyer in France via eBay global shipping. Down to our final two. This was an awesome sale. Buyer paid full price, and it was actually, I think it was calculated shipping, so they ended up paying about $15. It sold for just under $100. It's a David's cookie jar from the Disney Alice in Wonderland series they did. It's not actually a teapot. It looks like a teapot. It's not a teapot. Really pretty. These sell for between $50 and $80. I went high end because I did not see any other for sale. A buyer in Texas bought this. It took a little bit longer to sell than I would like. I bought it on February 4th. It sold in the end of March, like March 20th. No, March 15th, actually. So a little over a month to sell. I paid $4 or $5 for it into $80. That's the kind of flip I love. They received it already, no issue. I've not gotten positive feedback yet, but when something breaks in transit, they usually tell you like right away. So I think this is going to be a good sale. And just as like a little tip, whenever I do anything over $50 that's like going to break, I mean, for coffee mugs, really, I'm utilizing priority mail shipping. I would never ever ship a coffee mug or any of these things USPS Select. I'm always doing UPS Ground or priority mail because those are going to have insurance up to $100 built in. And even if you take the utmost care, sometimes these things do still break. Like I had a coffee mug that I packaged pristinely, go to a guy in Brooklyn, and it just arrived totally smashed. Like someone dropped a 25-pound weight on the box and just flattened it. So those things do happen. Just make sure that you're shipping things that have insurance built in. Speaking of insurance, this next sale was so expensive that I actually had to buy supplemental insurance because the insurance that I could buy on eBay did not cover it when I maxed it out. You can get up to $5,000 in liability insurance, but it's like $60 or $40 for that. I actually had to buy additional insurance through a service called UPIC because this sale was so high. And boom, there it is, a Rolex watch. Rolex men's date just 16013 black dial, 18-karat yellow gold and stainless steel watch for $6,799.95 and $4.95 shipping. That was a mistake to put the shipping on there. I just updated all of my listings to have a minimum of $4.95 shipping if they were in jewelry. And this got lumped in because jewelry and watches are the same like parent category. This just shows you don't always have to have free shipping. I know it's kind of funny, ha ha ha, who cares about $5? That isn't the point here. This is a mistake. The point is the buyer still bought it, paid full asking price. Now let's talk about this Rolex authenticity guarantee, because a lot of people, when I posted about this on TikTok and I made a shorter video for YouTube Reels or YouTube Shorts, whatever, there's so many of those. They said, they're going to return it. It's fake. No, they're not going to return it. I do not accept returns. And because it has the eBay authenticity guarantee, they can't return this. Once it goes through the authentication process, they're stuck with it. Now, they could potentially file a chargeback. This did not go through escrow. It went through eBay payments. I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a chargeback. The person who bought it, he's got a lot of feedback. I looked him up. It's a guy in his 70s. He just turned 70. I think he might have bought it for his 70th birthday. Now, how did I get this watch? I didn't just find it at a thrift store. This was actually a consignment sale. And I gotta say, not the best pictures. Really not the best pictures. Not a super high quality. I took a lot of pictures. I made sure that I showed everything that it came with, and that was the box, the papers, everything. This was the most expensive watch of this number and this style and this color that sold on the past 12 months. And I used Terapeak to find that out. Usually without the paperwork, without all this good stuff, this watch will go for about $5,000 to $5,500. With the paperwork, with incomplete paperwork in the box, you see about $62. I could not find an exact same listing. Now in the back of my head, I'm wondering, could I have gotten $7,000 for this? Yeah, probably I could have. But it sold, it was listed on March 3rd, and it sold March 20th. I think that means I priced it right, because I'm not waiting months and months and months to have a sale. And it's also not selling overnight. And when an item this valuable and high price sells overnight, that means you probably priced it too low and someone's just going to flip it. Not there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying for what I was doing in this sale, and I'll tell you a little bit of a story about it. So this is a consignment sale for a family member. They took it to a jeweler. The jeweler offered them $3,800. And I said, no. We can get a lot more than that. And when I say that, for some reason, people go, well, what do you think? It's a jeweler. They got to make money too. Yeah, I know. If you're thinking that, you are missing the point of the video. The point that I'm trying to make here is that by just taking a few simple pictures, this is not master level photography here. This is an iPhone XR is the phone I used. And even looking at it, it's kind of grainy. That still worked because you have this authenticity guarantee that really calms buyers and puts confidence in them to make a sale. So what is the eBay authenticity guarantee? Well, basically, I ship it to an authenticator. It was a watch store in Dayton, Ohio, because the buyer who bought it lives around Dayton, Ohio. They check it out. Within 2 days, they'll say, yes, it's real, or no, it's fake. And then they deliver it to the buyer using, I don't know if it's a courier service or if it's UPS with signature, whatever it is. They have to sign for it. So you're not going to have any wasn't delivered claims. You're not going to have any not as described claims. I didn't see any specific language about protection against chargebacks, but I have to assume if you go through all this stuff, there's no way that eBay is going to allow a chargeback, not eBay. Whoever, because eBay's doing the processing. Potentially, if it's with a credit card, maybe American Express would allow a chargeback, but I really, really, really doubt it. I think this is about as safe as you can get selling a almost $7,000 watch online. Another thing people wonder about with a sale this big is the fees. So eBay has generally about 15% fees. And so you're thinking, oh my God, you paid $1,000 in fees. No, I did not. That 15% is up to the first $1,000. After that, it's 2%. Really, really low. So I only paid about $350 in fees. I think it was like $354 out of this $6,799.95 number. In terms of shipping, I used UPS ground with adult signature, and I insured it through Shipsurance for $5,000 and U-Pick for the additional $1,800. Because it was a consignment sale, I wanted to make sure that every single dollar was accounted for. I didn't want some crazy freak accident to happen and for it to be lost. And so it was like $60. I think it was a little more than that because I had to buy, I accidentally did adult signature as opposed to only a signature. And adult signature means they're over 21, so the person has to check for ID, and that costs like $2 more. But all said and done, about $410 in shipping in fees. That's a lot less than most people would have guessed. And that's why you watch this show, to learn things like that. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're not new, give the video a big thumbs up and comment below with what your favorite sale was or anything you learned in the video for that matter. And I'll see you guys later.